Hello there. Welcome. Yeah, welcome to Connect. I don't know about you, but for me, this has been really deep journey into like what is connection? Like what does that mean? How do I connect to others? How do I connect to myself? And it's been this really interesting journey of me remembering layers of me from when I was much younger. And then realizing that those layers were still in me, but I just wasn't like I'm not drawing anymore because I'm not giving myself any time to draw. My different things are different in me because I'm not cultivating that in my life. And Connect has really taught me that that all of those parts of me are all still in there, and all I have to do is just spend some time with them. So it's been really incredible. It's been amazing. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying it too. So come lie down onto your back. We have Chico with us today, snoring away happily. So come lie down. So lie on your back. Your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor. And then just draw your lower back down and flatten into the floor. And arch and breathing into your belly as you do this. So flattening down, pulling backwards. And then arching. Just notice your spine. Flattening down and arching. Nice. Drop both knees to the right. And back up to center. And then both knees to the left. And back up to center. And notice what's happening as you do this. Like how does this differ from yesterday? Or how does this feel now? Or what do you typically feel and what's new about this? Or just what is right now? There's never just one way of perceiving things. There's different attitudes and intentions. Push your feet down, roll up along your spine. And then slowly travel down and really feel like you're rolling your spine along the floor. I often feel like a rolling pin or something. So I really feel that I'm imprinting each part of my spine down into the floor. I'm trying to get quite juicy into the floor. I'm trying to feel like, often I feel like a tiger into my spine. It's the sense of my feet being strong, my legs being strong, and my bum squeezing, my spine long and strong, and my shoulders really feeling like they can support the weight of my body. So just feel that. How do you get tiger into your spine? Nice. So draw your right knee up onto your chest. Just squeeze it deeply down. And so way back in, I think it was in Strong, I got a question about what happens if you stretch your leg up towards the ceiling and your leg stays bent. And you just leave it bent then. So the main thing is that you just meet your body as it is. So stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. And for me, I can straighten my leg. But for you, your knee might be very bent. So whatever way it is, just enjoy your edge. So I'm working at my edge and you work at yours. So hold on to the back of your leg, your knee, your foot, your thigh, and just gently point your toe and then flex your foot. Point your toe and flex your foot. One more time. Point your toe and flex your foot. Great. Change. Bring the right foot to the floor. Squeeze the left knee up onto your chest and hug it in. And this leg will be totally different. It'll have its own expression. So stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. Just feel that, whatever that shape is, whatever that feeling is in your leg. And then hold on to your leg and then point your toes and flex your foot. And always, it's like there's a sound in my legs, which is the stretch. And so when I point my toes, it kind of has a duller feeling. When I bring my toes towards me, it goes way up a few octaves. It's like, and so just feel that. How do you sense the stretch of your leg in the textures of the nerve sound in your leg? Nice. Lower your left foot to the floor. So stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling and hold on to it or don't. If your knee is very bent, then sometimes it's really supportive to have your hand on it. But just leave it whatever shape it is, and then slowly lift your left foot off the floor. So this one, we have several different versions. One is that you stay there with your left foot just floating. The other is that you begin to stretch your left leg long. So both legs are stretching out. And so Just feel that, get a sense of it, and then bend both knees so both knees are close together. And then stretch them both out again. Left leg long, right leg up towards the ceiling. And then bend both knees so both knees are close. And then stretch both legs so you're reaching out long and strong through both legs. And again, bend both knees, they're close. And then stretch your leg out long. Nice. Bend your right knee and hold on to the front of your knee. So your left knee can either be bent with your foot on the floor, or your left leg can be long. And then draw your right knee out to the side. And come back up to center. And just feel that you're really stabilizing down through the belly and pelvis because the left leg is either pushing into the floor or it's floating. Just feel that out to the side and back up to center. Stay there or stretch your right leg. So this is really whopper-doodle. So just be careful. Drop the right leg out to the side and come back up. Keep your knee bent if you want to. Keep the other knee bent if you want to. Side. Come back up. And one more time. Side. And come back up. Drop your left heel to the floor with your legs straight. So straighten out into your left leg. Bend your right knee. So your right knee is bent. Your left leg is straight. Push both elbows into the floor and draw your right knee over towards the left. And just feel that in the belly and the pelvis. And then come back to center. And as you come back to center, let it be really smooth. So your right shoulder is really helping with the slowness. Draw your right knee over towards the left. And then come back. Right knee over towards the left. You must hear Chico snoring this morning, just to say. He's snoring away just there beside me. And so your right knee is over towards the left and just pause there. You're not at the full maximum of your range. You're kind of in a juicy place of yum. And then just draw a circle with your right knee. Small circle, but you're balancing, you're twisting, you're moving your knee in a direction that's not very typical, and you're trying to work all that out while keeping your elbow solid on the floor. Change the roll of your knee, other direction. How do you roll your knee in a circle here? It can be really small, can be really big. What's the yum of your hip right now? Nice. And then bring your right foot to your left thigh and just slide your right foot down the left leg. And then slide it back up again. So I'm still twisted. My right knee is over towards the left. Slide down the left leg with your right foot, still twisted. And then come back up. One last time. Sliding down. And slide back up. Nice. Come back to center. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. And for me there, I kind of pushed my head into the floor and repositioned my shoulders so I feel straight. So find how do you level out your spine? Bring your right foot to the floor. Squeeze your left knee in towards you. And again, we're going to go through all the different options. Stretch the left leg up towards the ceiling. Holding on to it or just leave it where it is. See which one is easier. What's easier for you? Holding on or leaving it as it is. So you're using as much support as you need without it being forceful, and yet you're working with your edge. Lift the right foot off the floor, leave it there, or stretch your right leg long so it floats just above the floor. So both legs are long perhaps, or both knees are slightly bent, or just see. And then bend both knees so they come towards each other. And then stretch both legs. Bend both knees and stretch both legs. Bend both knees and stretch both legs. Nice. Bend your left knee, hold on to your knee, and then draw your left knee out to the side. Come back up to center. Left knee out to the side and back up to center. One more time. Left knee out to the side and back up to center. Stay there, or straight leg, left leg out to the side, back up to center. So really feel what's right for you. You know, what is an appropriate stretch for you in this moment? One last time, whatever you're doing, knee bent, legs straight. Come back to center. Drop your right heel to the floor. Bend your left knee. Push both elbows deeply into the floor and now twist your left knee over towards the right. And just feel that. It's like ironing out into your lower back. It's like there's a deep groan emerging from somewhere inside me. It's like, it's so yummy. So just feel that. How do you really move into the yum of you? How do you feel the power of your body, the strength of you, and that working edge of, if we go beyond our range, we're vulnerable. So how do you stay in your power? It's just this amazing statement of wellness, is to stay in your resources. Next time your knee goes over towards the right, just pausing there, and then draw a circle with your left knee. And so for me, this circle is quite wonky. I'm interested. I'm like, wow, this leg is very different from the other. So I'm circling my left knee over towards the right, and my torso is twisted. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. Bring your left foot to your right thigh, slide your foot down, and then slide it back up again. Slide it down, and slide it back up again. One last time. Slide it down, and then back up again. Come back up to center. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest and hug them in. Nice. And then bring both feet to the floor and as wide as your mat. And then stretch both arms overhead so your hands are resting on the floor. Nice. And your feet are as wide as your mat. And then just drop both knees down to the right for a moment. And then back up to center. And then both knees down towards the left. And back up to center. Nice. So drop both knees down towards the right. And then roll over onto your right side. So your arms are either side of your ears. And then slide the left hand all the way towards the right knee. And then glide back. So you land onto your back. And then bring your knees back up to center. And drop your knees to the left. Roll over onto your left side. And reach your right hand down to your left knee. All the way back. Landing onto your back. And just do that a few times. One more time each side. Slide your right hand to your left knee. Onto your back. And then your left hand to your right knee. And all the way back. We're going to change it up. Roll over onto your right side. And then left hand is straight in front of you. And then reach as far out with your right hand in front of you to the left. And then come back. So your right hand is gliding as far out as you can. And it's almost like I'm trying to bring my chest and my nose to the floor. And come back. And just rolling forwards. And then pull back. Rolling or reaching forwards. And coming back one more time. Reach forward and just pause there. So for me, I feel this really awesome sense of lengthening through the lower back and belly. There's something really deep towards the sacrum, really yum into the shoulders. Nice. Slide back, slide your hand overhead, land onto the back with both arms overhead, and then drop both knees down towards the left. Reach your right hand forward, slide it straight out forward, and then slide back. So you're rolling on that left shoulder deeply, and you're reaching your right hand straight out forward in front of you. And you're just gliding forward and then gliding a little bit back. Gliding forwards and a little bit back. Next time you go, stay there. Gliding forward, maybe your shoulders trying to come down towards the floor, if that's the expression of your wellness. For me, this side, it actually feels really different from the other. Still yum, but there's just more information coming through my body right now. And just breathe into that, whatever that is. Nice. And come all the way back. Slide your hand back overhead. Roll over onto your side. And come up into a cat pose. So you're resting into your cat pose. Your knees are bent. Your Hands are underneath your shoulders, and just come into the rounding and arching cat. So rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. Nice. Look over your right shoulder, and then come to rounded as you come to center, and then look over your left shoulder, and then go rounded, right shoulder, rounded. And as you go over the left shoulder, arch your back a little bit, and then round in the center. Arch your back, look over your right shoulder, rounding, and just feel that. How do you glide? Arching, rounding as you move from side to side. Just feel that. Rounding in the center, arching as you look over your shoulder, rounding, arching. One more time. Super cool. Nice. So bring both elbows to the floor and interlock your fingers. Have your elbows quite close. And then rounding your back, push your forearms deeply into the floor. The front of your feet is pushing into the floor, or you can tuck your toes under. See which one is right for you. And then lift your knees off the floor. So now we've really suddenly landed into our shoulders. Draw your navel towards your spine. Try and round your back a little bit more. So at any stage, drop your knees to the floor. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Just relax into your shoulders or roll a little bit into your shoulders. Lean from side to side or do whatever you do. And then again, push your elbows down, round your back. Lift your knees off the floor. And drop your knees down and have a bit of a wiggle. And bring your ear to one shoulder, ear to the other shoulder. Gently, steadily, just feeling your shoulders ease out as you do that. Nice, one last time. Elbows push down, lift your knees off the floor. It could be just a moment. It could be for the 15 seconds that we do this. See what's right for you. Round your back a little bit more. Push your elbows down. And then drop your knees to the floor. Just roll your shoulders. Bring your hands to the floor. Come into a cat. And roll your shoulders in a huge circle. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Come sit on your bum. Legs are long in front of you. We did this a little bit yesterday. It was just so lovely. I've just decided to do it again. So your legs are long and bring the soles of your feet to the floor and your feet are connected and touching. Bring your arms between your knees. So bring your palms together and your elbows are resting on the insides of your knees. And then push your elbows wide, but try and keep the soles of your feet on the floor. And then push your knees in, straighten through your arms and squeeze a little bit in with your knees. And push your elbows wide, draw your knees out. Keep your big toes on the floor. And then do that a few times. Squeezing in, pushing out, squeezing in, pushing out, squeezing in, and pushing out. Nice. So pushing out and then pause there. Lengthen through the spine, get taller. Nice. And then find the halfway point between all the way out and all the way in. And so it's kind of, my elbows are a little bit bent, my knees are a little bit out. And then lift the left foot up and just stretch the left leg out long. Nice. And then bend the left knee and bring it back to where it was without moving anything else. And then stretch the right leg long. And then back. A few people said that they could do this version, but the next version was not so available. So either stay at that version or try this one out. So feet are in the air, knees are in, your elbows are connected, and just squeeze your knees in. Push your knees out. Keep your toes touching. Knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out. Stay here halfway between knees out and knees in. And then stretch the left leg long. And bend your knee. And stretch the right leg long. Bend your knee. One more time each side since we're here. Right leg long. Or whatever one you just done. And then left leg long. Nice. Cross your ankles. Roll a big circle into your belly. Really feel the weight traveling through the sit bones back into the sacrum, and then roll in the other direction. Really feel the movement up into the rib cage even. Trying to be like a big skipping rope kind of thing through the spine. Nice. Just twist gently towards the right, looking over your shoulder. And then twist towards the left, looking over your shoulder. Nice. Change the cross of your legs. Lift your feet up. And bring them back in. Bring your hand to your heart and your hand to your belly. And just feel the movement of you. And you find your center, settle into it. You know, I always feel like when I say that to myself, it's like I fall back through the backs of my eyeballs and then travel down through the back of my throat, and I land somewhere down through the back of my chest into my belly. So just for you, how do you drop into yourself? How do you connect to yourself? Nice. So wiggling your toes, slowly turn your head towards the right. Find something that resources you, something that you like. I have a Chico. All is well in the world. And then turn your head towards the left. And just find something you like over there. Keep wiggling your toes. And come back to center. And then just be grateful. What are you grateful for today? Day 17 of Connect. Nice. And then either staying here seated or come lie on your back or trot off into your day if that's where you're at. And then just find your wellness. Where are you well right now? Where is there okayness in your body? Nice. How wonderful. So have an amazing day. Keep connecting to yourself, to those deep inner voices that speak to us. Connect to all the amazing knowing and information that you have, and trust it. So I will see you all tomorrow, bright and early. And nice, how wonderful. Great. Ciao.